Nampak muka Ali ni. Sekejap. Hello?
Yes, Prof.
Lama tak buka Microsoft Teams. Hari tu Microsoft Teams saya hilang. Nasib baik dia komputer info teknologi ITM boleh cari balik. Kalau tak semua assignment hilang. Okay. So today we will go details about literature review. Okay, literature review. So what I'm going to do is we are going to look into chapter 2. Okay, chapter 2, literature review. Basically, for literature review, I think previously in the slide, I have shared with you from the previous slide what we need to have for chapter 2. Basically, we need to know about the domain, okay, the related works. Let me sekejap okay. So, okay, the domain, okay, related works, techniques, and summary. For me, these four you need to have in chapter 2. Okay, so based on your first job is to look into the problem background. Remember? Research background, project background, right? And also the problem statement, literature review, right? From there, actually before you come up with that particular problem statement, research background, actually you are doing a very brief literature review already, right? A very brief, because you look into the domain, right? What you are going to solve, okay, and then the related work a bit, okay, just a bit, a brief related work, what people have done, use that kind of techniques, for instance, related to the particular domain. And then the technique also, if it is not from your literature review, it could be from your class. Okay, let's say you belajar data mining, you belajar genetic algorithms, or you belajar artificial neural network, or any other related tools, fuzzy, expert tool, expert system, you know. So these are techniques. So in the literature review, we need these three. This is important things that you need to write, okay, for literature review. After this, we go detail about this, yeah. And then this is additional. For my student, I would like to have this. I call this overall literature review diagram, meaning that this literature review diagram is a diagram that when you look at the diagram, people will see your literature review in a short form. What are the components in your literature review? For example, if you have domain like, okay, can someone give example? The domain that you want to solve? What area, what is the problem that you want to solve? Someone, please?
Mental health using text analytics.
Okay, mental health. Okay, let's say the domain is more on mental health. So you need to look into what are the characteristics, what are the elements that related to mental health. So the overall diagram will show this. Okay, so that you get a mental health. What are other things that you need to look in mental health in details? Okay, in deep. Taklah deep sangat, maksudnya when you talk about mental health, people nak tahu apa? Or from your literature, what the people talking about mental health, right? So you put in, and then you need to put in the related work. Related works mean what are the previous solutions, or what are the issues? Okay, issues normally we put in domain. Related works ni normally in the solution. Because you are doing project, so we are focusing on the solution, on the previous solutions, okay, in mental health. And then the techniques, it could be what is the prospect techniques that you want to use. Let's say you want to do mental health detection or mental health classification, for instance. So you need to look into what are the technique for classification, kan? And then the technique that you choose is must be from the related work. Okay, you will find some technique the previous researcher used. But for the final year project, we are not going to you to, if you cannot, let's say you find the technique is very advanced techniques, the hybrid techniques. There are like 3 hybridization of techniques. So probably you kata you bincang dengan your supervisor, you say that, oh, I don't think I can do this. I can do only one technique. But it's okay, kan? But what you need to do is you need to elaborate in the techniques. Meaning that why we need this, because we want to see the understanding of the techniques. Alright? So it could be few techniques here. You can elaborate, but it's closely related to the technique that you want to do. Okay? And then the last part is the summary. You need to have summary. What are the summary that you can conclude from these 3 things? Okay? So overall picture is only a diagram. I will show you later. Okay, citation and references. For citation, I think everyone learn from the library class. Okay, you learn Mendeley, you learn EndNotes, you have learned how to cite, how to list the references and many things. I think the citation and reference, I will not go detail because the library class, from the library class, I believe that it can help you a lot to do this. Okay, and then what I want to share after this is literature tables. Okay, I like to use this literature table, but there are many style. I will share my ways how to do it. Okay, there are many styles. Some people just put certain things, kan? But I have my own style I want to share with you. Okay, so let's move on to okay. We actually please just want to remind that we are in this for this semester. We want to come up with the proposal. Okay, I hope you still remember. Okay. So what are the contents for the proposal? So we need to have a chapter 1. But before chapter 1, we need to have the table of content, abbreviation, list of figures, and list of tables that you are included in. You include in the chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. Okay, for chapter 1, I think you need to write. Okay, please expand chapter 1. Problem statement, research question, project objectives, project scope, project significance, summary, please. Along the way, when you do the literature review, please update also the chapter 1. Okay, I'm in the process of mark your assignment 1, right? For the project motivation. So I will give feedback later. Okay, so for the chapter 2 is the literature review. What I have shared with you just now, we need these 3 things, domain, techniques, and also related works. Sometimes techniques and methods also falls under related works. Okay. Okay, azan sekejap.
Kursi ni pak sedap baik nak tidur. Mak tu. Sedap.
Okay, okay. Okay, along the way, if you have a question, please stop me. Please stop me. Okay, this is what I'm going to do for this chapter 2, and then after that chapter 3. Yeah, I hope you can remember this because we have shared this from previous class. Yeah.
Babi.
Okay,
Lawan
so
sadar,
our
lawan
aim
ikan.
is this
Okey, mak
chapter
ikan apa
2.
ni? Sal?
Okay, so what is literature review?
Oh, besar babi.
Okay, literature review, it is not a summary or a description. It's not just a summary or something, all right? But it is a critical discussion, right? What does it mean by critical discussion? It is something like what I can say is when you want to come up with problem statement. Okay, once you want to come up with problem statement, you are referring to many previous solution, right? Previous solution. So how you can refer to the previous solution? Okay, I think this one I would like to look at the example. Okay, let me end this. Okay, may I have your example? I would prefer like that so that you can clearly understand. May I have one example? Siapa nak share? Okay, ni example how we want to do the critical review. I would like to do something like this. So critical review. I nak tunjuk kat you all macam mana nak tulis. Okay, anyone? Share je. This is a good for you. Kalau kita buat yang you punya ni baguslah. Okay, critical review example. Anyone? Berebut. Cepat. Siapa ni?
Azim.
Okay, Azim. Yes, Azim. Alamak. Macam mana nak suruh you all tulis juga kat tempat saya ni? Tak boleh?
Tak boleh.
Okay, tak apa. Okay, macam ni. What is your article that you use? Let's say to come up with a problem that you want to solve.
article.
Hmm.
May I show you the literature table?
Okay, boleh. Oh, you dah buat literature table Okay. Okay, boleh.
Saya ada paste dekat
Sababi Syal.
chat.
Chat Okay. Chat Google Docs.
Kesian.
Gila bertelur. Apa cakap tu?
Kuat lah babi.
Betul ke? Belum tentu. Bila you nampak? Kenapa banyak sangat ni? Okay.
Second page.
Oh, second page. Okay. 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 Good. Yang ni. Oh, so saya tak sempat ajar lagi dah buat dah. Okay. Okay. So semua orang dah tahu ke benda ni? Table ni? Ada mungkin yang student bawah saya dah tahu yang ni, but other student, can I have a feedback? Belum Okay, tak apa. Don't worry. Okay. How to do critical review? So Azim, can I write here?
Yes, boleh.
Alamak, saya nak letak bawah ni je. Okay. So, example. Okay, everyone. Please look at this table. Okay. Okay, you look at the domain first. Okay, this is domain, right? This is domain. I know. I believe that everyone know how to find the article related to the domain. Okay. Because you dah belajar dekat library Contoh. You punya domestic violence kan, Azim? You punya tajuk. Apa title you, Azim?
Text analytic on
Okay.
domestic violence.
Can you write the title here?
Gender violence.
Tolong type title here.
Masuk air.
Okay, kita kena relax and steady this one. Kan? Relax.
Text analytics.
I don't think I need to refresh kan, dia auto. Okay, this is a title, text analytics on gender. Okay, very general title right now, right? It's okay. Okay, it's enough, Azim. Okay, so now we know that Azim is looking at the gender violence and text analytics, right? So sekarang ni kalau kita nak buat, there is a domain, right? And also the techniques, right? Or related work. Okay, this one related work. Techniques and related works. Okay, normally saya akan buat 2.1 and 2.2.
Bayangkan keharuman aroma.
You look at the domain, this is how to establish. Okay, before we go for critical writing, we try to establish this first. Everyone can see? Tolong bagi feedback.
Yes.
Okay, so you will have this domain and related work. Of course, after this, you will have the techniques. Alright? Let's say this is probably this topic ni we can change, okay? But in general like this, okay. So if you look at the domain, janganlah tulis ni tajuk ni domain, alright? So dia mungkin okay. Saya kena tengok dulu apa cerita dekat Azim ni. Contoh Azim, I will look at your ni in general lah kat sini okay. So here Azim is looking at year 2021, ada few lah. Okay, tak apa untuk masa ni. Okay, so the domain is, the first yang dia tengok adalah risk assessment in domestic abuse cases, public sentiment in domestic. Okay, you tengok kat sini, what are the common? Domestic abuse, right? Okay, kat sini pun ada domestic violence. Ni menjadi tanya-tanya lah, what is the difference between domestic abuse and domestic violence? Kan? Okay, tak apa. Okay, lepas tu they are looking at the public discourse around gender. Okay, gender. Ada word gender kat sini because we think about the gender just now. Sexual harassment. Ni dah sexual harassment dah. Okay, ni categorize ni macam tak faham sangat ya. Ni kita reserve dulu yang tak faham ni. Gender and domestic violence. Okay, this is gender and domestic violence. Ni cyber violence on women. Okay. You see or not, when we have a table like this, nanti saya ajar sikit bagaimana nak buat table ni lah. But I just want to ni dulu. Actually table ni ada author, year, domain, techniques, dataset, aims, performance and drawback. Ya, setengah orang dia tak buat macam ni, but saya suka macam ni. Ya, saya suka buat macam ni, adalah sebab dia. Okay. So, kat sini if you look at this, mungkin paper ni pun tak banyak lagi ni Azim. Ada lagi yang you akan masukkan Azim?
Ada lagi.
Kan? Tapi kita bukan nak buat PhD, tak perlu. Bukanlah saya kata tak perlu banyak. Buatlah dalam 30, good lah. Kalau buat 30, cantik sangat. Sebab tu hari tu saya minta 30 kan. Okay, so sekarang ni contoh dia. Okay, you look at this domestic abuse. Right? And then yang ni domestic violence, family violence, gender, sexual harassment, gender. Okay. Kalau kat sini, do you understand what does it mean by domestic abuse? Domestic violence, family violence, gender, sexual harassment. What is the, which one is the, can be grouped in the same group? Azim.
I think only on the domestic abuse and domestic violence. Yeah, because both of the term is actually the same.
Okay, so domestic abuse. Okay, is there any different domestic abuse and domestic violence?
No, exactly the same. Only the term they use are different.
Okay, so kat sini you boleh ambil satu je. Yang mana you nak ambil? Okay, katakan you kata nak ambil domestic violence. So kat sini during your, this is like a domain lah. This is like a domain. So you boleh buat 2.1. Ni, you need to put here. Okay. So the domain ni dah jadi ni dah. Right. So dalam introduction ni, in the introduction, so you need to have intro. Okay. You need to give introduction on domestic violence. Saya buat DV ni nak cepat lah. Okay, introduction. Okay, kalau benda ni dah jadi common work, mungkin you boleh buat DV lah. It's up to you, okay. Okay, introduction to DV. And then, bila you introduction, you kena cerita bahawa DV ni is similar to or is same or similar to apa? Domestic abuse. Kena mention benda tu. And then, siapa yang cakap sama tu? Macam tu lah. So, masukkan kat sini, siapa yang cakap sama? Masukkan citation. Okay? Ataupun masa you intro to domestic violence, introduction ni, probably domestic violence is apa? Mungkin in general tau. Lepas tu you boleh cakap kat sini, okay, domestic violence, bla bla bla. And then, domestic violence, okay. Yang ni you boleh tengok dah dekat your table dulu. Okay, tengok your table. Okay. You punya table ni cerita pasal risk assessment. This one. Ni public sentiment. Banyak, betul? Investigating public discourse. Sexual. Okay, dia ada dua kat sini. You look at the public. You look at the specific woman. Right? What you are looking at? Daripada sini, from ni, you boleh cakap apa? You nak cakap dalam rumah sahaja ke ataupun macam mana? Okay.
Overall on women that having face in COVID. Sorry.
Okay, cepat. Okay, kata mula-mula bolehlah you nak cerita pasal public. Okay. Okay, mungkin you nak cerita pasal public dulu. Lepas tu you boleh masuk on woman. Jangan banyak sangat pasal public lah. Lepas tu on woman. Katakan woman lah, gender kan. Betul? Kalau you nak masuk benda ni, I'm not sure lah. Depends on you benda tu. Okay, bila you masuk woman, you kena cerita pasal yang ni intro tu domestic violence ni kena cerita lah macam-macam lah tentang domestic violence. Tetapi cerita ni boleh satu paragraf ke, lepas tu cerita pasal public, lepas tu cerita pasal woman sikit. And then kat sini you boleh dah start dengan gender violence kan? Betul tak? I'm not sure. Nanti you adjust lah. I just give based on my understanding here right now. Okay? Kan? Lepas tu kat sini, fokus lah woman. Kan? Fokus woman. Yang ni brief je. This one brief. Kan? Nampak tak dia punya flow everyone? Can you see the flow? Kan? Nampak lah sikit flow tu. Walaupun berat ni, benda ni nak faham ni. It is not straightforward to understand this. Yang kat sini, bila kat sini, you tak cerita lagi on the technique tau, on the solution. You just cerita on masalah dia je dulu. Apa itu domestic violence, apa itu gender violence. Yang ni kalau ada statistik pun masuk statistik, if you have statistik. Okay? Statistik, sebab this is related to, I think it must have some statistik or some news. Okay, news. You can add on also. Right? Boleh? So,
Boleh.
Okay, ni banyaklah cerita dia ni. Kena adalah macam contoh definition sikit ke, if you want. Baguslah kalau sampai orang faham towards your, okay, bila you dah tahu the domain ni, okay, kalau tengok kat sini, dia ada lagi your, sexual harassment. Is it sexual harassment include sekali? Or apa, kan? Laws dia macam mana, law, cyber, boleh cerita sikit kat sini. Okay, cerita sikit pasal sexual harassment, probably law, kan? Dari segi law, polisi dia right now macam mana kan? Okay, maksudnya daripada penceritaan ni, you kena highlight the problem kat sini. Highlight the problem. Problem yang you kata, kenapa you nak settlekan masalah domestic violence ni? Betul? Somewhere you must handle this. You must demonstrate the problem here. Sebab in your muka depan tu, your problem statement tu macam dah ada kan. Tapi bila you tengok balik detail ni, probably you kena revise your problem statement. Okay, boleh? Is it okay? Okay, is there any question from others? Ni Kamaru Alha ni, dia kacau ni. Okay, tak apa Kamaru. If you want to write, you can write. You can type. Okay, so lebih kurang macam ni. So everyone, kalau dah ada domain, kena ada specific domain yang you buat apa. Tetapi don't limit yourself. Don't limit yourself to terlalu macam tak boleh lah nak masukkan benda ni. Cuba masukkan dulu. If you have something related, masukkan dulu. Dan bila supervisor akan baca balik, supervisor will read and see whether it need to be in or not. Okay, on certain thing that you have right. Okay, so but please remember you need to have citation and reference when you write. Okay, boleh? Okay, saya nak cerita tadi on critical review, right? How we do critical review. Okay, I think the best part, because Azim has this, so I think it will be based on dia punya ni. So I will go straight away to related works. Okay, when you look at this table, you can see the techniques, data set. Okay, data set. Ni semua guna family punya data set during COVID Oh Azim, you need to add on about the COVID-19 related lah kat sini. Okay, DV issues. Okay, during COVID. Sebab you are fokus ni, ada tak paper orang cakap pasal ni?
Ada.
COVID-19. Okay, event, pandemic. Okay, tambahlah. Right, so mungkin you akan ada gender violence. Lepas tu you kena ada kat sini issues. 2.2.3. Kan? Mungkin isu dia kat sini yang problem tu. Maybe lah, kan? Maybe. Mungkin ada kat sini sikit. Kita tak tahulah kan? Nampak tak dia punya tu, okay? So now kita go for related work. Okay, so ni family prediction based on dash risk. Okay, this the method that they use is random forest, logistic regression and naive bias. Okay, so according to, okay, when you have this, everyone, nanti saya share sikit lagi macam mana nak cerita benda ni. Ni just nak intro je dulu So when you have this domain, techniques, dataset, aim, performance, and I would love to have this drawback because from here you can see what are the issues. Okay, kalau you tengok kat sini, this is the issue. Okay, the imbalance data ni menyebabkan result dia tak bagus. See the results? Can everyone see the result here? It is not good, right? 70 balance and imbalance. So imbalance lagi lah sikit, lebih kurang je. Okay, so what is it? It's still an issue lah kat sini. So dia kata in future work, dia kata dia nak use the oversampling. Okay, ni can be one. I'm not sure Azim whether you can get or not this data. Can you get this data? Tak tahu lagi lah. Tak apa. Okay, so ini satu. Okay, let's say kita tengok lagi satu. Alright, ni public domestic violence. This one during COVID. Okay, ni masalah semua during COVID. Alright, ni pun during COVID-19. Okay, so kita tahu masalah ni dekat during COVID-19, right? And then they are looking at the domestic violence or domestic abuse. So what is happening sebenarnya? What we can say about these two? Let's say you have these two article that you look into. Macam mana you nak kata something critical from here? Okay, they talk about here the drawback is imbalance, balance and imbalance data tak bagus. So how about this one? Yang ni dia tak guna method dia guna digital tools. So there is no method mention Azim?
Yeah.
Dia tak mention. Tak apa. Okay, cuba tengok satu lagi. Okay, this is COVID juga. Okay, this one guna machine learning. Okay, dia guna machine learning latent approach. Okay. So, apa yang you boleh cakap daripada sini? Let's say from here, dia kata do not represent the entire population opinions, reveal that does not include. Okay, cuba cari dulu yang masalah method. Masalah solution dia tak bagus. Ada tak? Okay, let's say this one Ni solution tak bagus lagi kan? Baru 81. Kita nak 90 and above. So, you boleh cakap kalau let's say you look at these two, this one and the first one just now. Ni senangnya bila buat table you kena you need to look into this table. Maksudnya okay, apa yang you boleh cakap from these two? Sexual harassment ni one of the domestic violence kan? Kan?
Dia under gender violence.
Yalah under gender violence. That's why lah bila you review tadi you kena ada gender violence ni pada saya. Sebab you akan fokus nanti. I believe lah. Okay, so katakan you boleh cakap in general daripada dua solution ni, ataupun if you jumpa lagi satu. Ada tak lagi satu yang bagi markah ni? Katakan yang ni lah, katakan ambil je this one. So kat sini baru tapi 94% ni apa? Tak clear ni. Tak boleh. Nak this one. Okay. Oh tak ada dah Azim, you tak buat lagi. How about this one? Is it good this? Tak pasti ni result dia. Okay, let's say lah, katakanlah these two ni, dua ni 2021, another one is 2021. Okay, so apa yang you boleh cakap? What critical that you are looking at this issue here? Apa yang what you want to say about this? Any idea?
The accuracy not
Ha.
not high.
So maksudnya the drawbacks, there is still a drawback in terms of solution. Okay, what we can say here is there is what we can say there are still less solution, less accuracy, boleh juga nak cakap, in apa, identifying the gender ataupun domestic violence secara general lah. Sebab yang tu mungkin bukan gender kan. Violence. Okay. There's still less accuracy identifying using machine learning. All of them are machine learning, right? Techniques. There is still less accuracy. So you boleh cakap kat sini siapa? You boleh ambil nama 2 orang tadi tu. Okay. Can you everyone get what I mean? Okay, you boleh ambil Hossein and also
Lepas tu sepeda lelaki bos lelaki tau.
Alwa ni.
Lepas tu
Okay, so you boleh buat kat sini.
Ada macam bagi semua supaya tak apa.
Hossein
Lepas tu
and
ada
all
macam bagian getah supaya korang punya tu tak bergerak.
2001 and you ada seorang lagi.
Lepas tu dia cakap, dia sampai Ijaz lah. Dia tunjuk apa yang macam kita tarik usul daripada sebuah.
Yang ni kalau you dah guna EndNotes, you boleh straight away lah kot kan. Ni I just write lah. 2021. Okay. So you will get this. Okay. Tulisan berapa ni nanti Hazim betulkan lah. Okay, there are still less accuracy in identifying the domestic violence using machine learning technique. Okay, ini satu ayat betul tak? You buat satu ayat ni based on you are looking at these two. Itulah kritikal dia, maksudnya we look at the accuracy kat sini. Okay, for boleh buat gini. For both, nak panjang lagi lah. For both imbalance and balance data. Data sets. Okay. Lepas tu you kalau nak explain lagi boleh explain. Okay. The use of however the use of random forest or the use of random forest, okay, obtain about ataupun boleh buat the highest, okay, the highest score, the highest accuracy, okay, accuracy of random forest is about 76%. So dia macam mention or explain the meaning of this accuracy, kan? Let's see. So kat sini apa lagi yang boleh cakap? Kena cari lagi Hazim. Hazim, find out more solution. Banyak kan? Maksudnya bila you type ni tak cukup kan nak type, betul tak? Nak boleh buat ayat, sebab tu you all ramai stuck nak tulis literature review. Sebab tak ada maklumat nak tulis sebenarnya. Kan? Nampak tak kat sini we are not copy and paste. Okay, ataupun okay, lepas ni katakan you nak kata kan, several data sets Okay, katakan, okay, ni another part. You kena add more here. Add more. Okay, you carilah method. Mungkin kat sini RF. Mungkin ada dah yang buat CNN ke ataupun any methods, any related method yang lain. Okay, on domestic violence. Okay, lepas tu you can add on pula yang gender violence. Masukkan and gender violence punya related works. Boleh?
Boleh, Doktor.
Jadinya kat situ. Lepas you buat ni semua, katakanlah kan, cerita pasal random forest ni banyak sangat orang buat. Let's say ada 10 random forest. Mungkin you boleh jadi, your work ni boleh jadi gini. On random forest, jika banyak. So you boleh ada satu tajuk. Kalau tak ada, katakan dia ni adalah tentang machine learning je. Mungkin you buat tajuk machine learning, tetapi you have to be careful. Apa metod lagi lain kalau selain daripada machine learning, kan? Katakan ada metod lain dia pakai ni kalau banyak lah. 2. Katakan dia pakai fuzzy, contoh. Okay? So ada lagi kat situ, betul tak? CNN ni dah masuk sini. You see not how we separate the into sections. Okay? Boleh? So, kalau GV mungkin cerita, that's why we need table ni untuk kita menulis. Okay, katakan you nak tengok on this one. This one ni dia guna apa ni? Solution dia kata digital tu saja. But it is based on social media. Okay, kalau you nak look at the social media, you kena cakap lah pula kat sini. Okay, katakan kat sini, you kena, mungkin you akan buat satu tajuk on social media. On the sentiment analysis solution contohnya, kan? Mungkin ada satu tajuk. Kalau dia banyak lah. Alright, boleh?
Boleh.
Masuk dulu. Dok, jangan takut menulis. Itu je saya nak pesan. Jangan, please do not avoid from bukan nak kata lazy lah, avoid from fear of writing. Just write. Okay. So kalau this one on sentiment, what you want to say? Mungkin you nak kata on kata tak cukup data, katakan some bias kan, social media analytics. Boleh je masuk kat sini. And masuklah kat sini. Rephrase lah ni. Macam tu. On whether. Maksudnya mungkin berkata tak cukup lagi ke kan. Okay. Okay, setakat ni, everyone. So from here, how you want to get to know the problem? Kan? Okay, you nampak kat sini Hazim, you punya ni ada lagi problem pasal high class. Imbalance kan? Tadi pun ada cerita pasal imbalance. Mungkin imbalance lah problem dia. Boleh je letak imbalance sebagai problem. And then kita akan test on imbalance data dan test juga on balance data. Boleh guna dia punya yang ada je. That's why saya kata you punya project ni jangan terlalu macam takut lah nak buat kan, because of this ni. Sebenarnya from this table you will know. Saya nampak ni saya boleh tahu dah apa benda nak buat. Kan under sample contoh data dia kan. Tapi nanti mungkin akan tanya macam mana kita nak dapat data lain kan. Mungkin probably kalau kita tak boleh buat untuk macam data tak cukup, mungkin kita tak boleh fikir pun pasal imbalance data tu kan. But it is a problem. Mungkin kita boleh cari cara lain. Mungkin you boleh guna your Twitter kan, Malaysia perspective to look into. But we are not solving about the imbalance. Mungkin kita try to solve the imbalance using our data. Macam tu. Kalau data mereka tak cukup, and then sometimes people tak share pun data kan. It's okay. Okay. Okay, ada yang guna NLP. Ni semua boleh cerita dah. Okay, so now we have you have domain. Okay, so and then we have the related works. Alright, we have related works. And then from your related works ni, of course you will review many techniques kan, previous technique people research on. Okay, But
Bersama.
now kita nak
Lau
move on
syak.
to techniques. Techniques ni katakanlah adalah Azim
Lama dah
punya
tak
ni,
speaking
let's
ni, Mat.
say he want to start with random forest. Let's say. Tapi random forest tak bagus, betul tak Azim? Kalau tengok result dia ni ada apa berapa tadi dia punya tu 79 only kan. Based on this literature lah, probably you can find more kan. Okay, let's say bila you review paper, kalau keadaan macam ni, there are two ways to do it. There are two ways to do it. Okay, the first one, everyone please concentrate on this what I ni. Okay, the first one what you can do is you boleh ambil je random forest tadi yang masalah tu. Okay, the first one you can use the random forest. Okay, probably you boleh hybrid dengan apa-apa. Contoh, ataupun you test je random forest. Okay, guna your dataset. Okay, plus your dataset. Okay, ni bukan nak literature review, the solution. Contoh dia. Okay, nombor 2 adalah mungkin you akan review method lain yang similar to random forest. For example, random forest ni is like a machine learning lah kan? Betul? Dia macam boleh cari pattern, something like to improve the decision tree or something like that. Ataupun to give a decision making. Okay, to make a decision. Sometimes some tools that can make a decision. So from here, you boleh review apa lagi yang orang buat similar. Katakan you are looking at the text analytics. You nak buat text analytics kan? Text analytics ni, you tengok your text analytics ni kata through Twitter. Contoh, I give you example Twitter. So, you boleh tengok apa yang orang dah buat guna Twitter. Okay, existing method guna Twitter. Okay, boleh? So, you boleh tengoklah orang buat macam mana, bagus ke kan? Contohnya similar RF ataupun bila guna Twitter ni ada method lain. Ada method orang pakai CNN or any NLP method, Natural Language Processing Methods kan. How they use it, kat sinilah kena cerita dia. It will lead to your potential. Your potential maksudnya in your work nanti you akan, contohlah katakan you ambil CNN kan. Katakan finally when you review ni you get CNN as the best one. So you akan buat satu topik untuk CNN. So you kena cerita di CNN ni dengan detail. Okay, ceritalah di CNN ni dengan details. Macam tu. Okay tak? Kalau you kata nak buat RF, lepas tu you kata possible dia the best is RF ni, you akan hybrid dengan CNN. So you kena ceritalah. Apa yang orang dah buat, apa best dia, macam mana architecture dia kat sini kan. Architecture dia, how it works kan. Macam tu. Kalau saya nak benda ni sebab inilah benda yang you akan carry lepas ni in your chapter 3. Sebab based on method mana yang you choose. Okay? Any questions? Ni general way how we develop literature review. Okay, clear? Ada soalan?
Clear, Doktor.
Boleh
Clear, Doktor.
Azim okey lah sebab dia punya orang lain. You nampak tak? You can see the way how we develop the table ni and then how to write with the chapter, in the chapter. Okay, as we go along, we look another example later. Alright, so let's move on. Okay, that is the example of ni. Okay, ni baru slide nombor berapa ni? Nombor 4 Tak apa, it's okay. We move on actually. Alright, so critical review is actually looking at the areas of contrast. Tadi kan tengok kontras dia apa? In terms of the solution kan. So that is the thing, that's why we need the critical. We need to see what is happening. What is happening, what is the problem, what is the disadvantages and in certain area that you are looking at. Okay, so identify areas that need further research. Okay, I hope you can get it clearly because we identify the area that needs further research. Okay, let's look at this back. Okay, so kita dah nampak kat sini, for instance, this is the area yang perlu research, betul? Perlu kita bantulah untuk selesaikan masalah dia in terms of the accuracy. But using the machine learning techniques ni, apa dia machine learning technique yang kita ada tadi lah. Mungkin kat sini you nak buat such as pun boleh. And you kata such as, saya menarik ni kenapa tak betul je. Such as, apa method dia tadi ya? RF. Contohlah, ini tak tahulah Azim nak betulkan nanti ya, kan. Contohnya ni tak berapa bagus. Kan. Okay. So, from here, kita tahu the area need further research. Or kenapa kita nak buat projek ni. Satu lagi, kenapa kita nak buat projek ni. Kan, kenapa you nak buat projek you. Kenapa gender violence tu penting. Okay. So, from here also, it's not just because of the technique ni yang problem, but of course, it will be because of the here, because of the gender violence ni. Apa yang tak selesai lagi dekat gender violence ni? Is it the classification is very hard to do or manual work? Kan? This is the problem. That's why you try for your first part yang you buat tu, try to come up with the problem. Inilah. So bila kita buat literature review, kita tahu lagi lebih specific the problem tu. And then is it betul ke problem tu kan? I know that you read already, you have read many articles to get the problem statement, but this is kind of relook back. Okay, relook back the problem. Okay, so we need the critical review. Okay, let's move on to here. Okay, the purpose of literature review, I hope you can understand already the purpose because we just use example just now. Okay, this is more towards solid understanding of the research that you are doing. Okay, and then to find the originality or drawbacks, okay, from the people, and then from other researcher, and then various pieces of conceptual model. Mungkin once you find the literature review or you go for the literature review, you can find certain architecture, certain steps for your methods and model, kan? The diagram, how it works, kan? The solution, how the solution work. So these are what we can get from literature review. And then the most important part later, when you read the literature review, you can find the methodology. Okay, what has been done and what are they follow to perform previous research. Let's say, if you are doing the random forest, okay, let's say random forest. Okay, when you look at the random forest for instance here, so katakan you kata macam Azim ni dia kata dia nak tengok lah random forest ni macam mana dia work kan. So dia boleh go back to this article and find out what is the step of random forest. So from the random forest step ni, dia boleh think about the next part, the research methodology. Yang tu kita akan cover nanti next lecture notes yang selepas ini. But I hope you get the idea why we need the literature review. Sebab we need to establish also the step for your project. That's why literature review important, and then why the table is important to guide us. Alright, so I think this one I have mentioned to you just now. I hope everyone can get the idea. Okay, the connection ni after this I will share. Okay, so the issues and domain highlighted here, related work and techniques and methods and summary. Okay, kita akan pergi this one one by one. Alright, so this is example. Please do not, this is only example. Please do not think about to mesh all the things that you want to do using this. Okay, this is only example. The table of contents normally will be based on your work. Okay, table of content in chapter 2 will be based on your work. Okay, so ni example for the public polarity. The example that I give you for chapter 1. Okay, so from here what you can see is okay, this is about water. Okay, look at the topic. Establishment of the topic pun normally we need to refine and refine until we complete the proposal. Okay, so public polarity opinion on water related issues. So if you look at this, the keyword is on water, right? Water related issues. So that's why water being discussed here. And then it's look about opinion. Okay, and then about opinion, understanding what is opinion. That's why this is more on intro. Okay, and then we go to the public polarity sentiment. So look at the sentiment analysis, and this one talk about polarity and NLP, natural language processing. Lepas tu kat sini because of pre-processing, the process to do the sentiment tu is banyak, so they have one section for the pre-processing. And then one of the issue sebenarnya dekat sini in terms of imbalanced data and balanced data, so they ada juga kat sini satu topik on how to handle imbalanced data. Imbalance ni ada D tinggal D ni. And then AI technique, what are the method related? Okay, related methods. Because in this ni I rasa banyak dia guna method. Dia guna machine learning, few machine learning, SVM dan sebagainya, termasuk rule based and also hybrid method. So they discuss all these techniques. And then this is additional part on sentiment analysis in utilization in water opinion. Dia buat kat sini, dia letak sini satu. Ni pun kalau tak nak letak sini boleh letak atas ni. Okay. So ni very concentrate on this water opinion. Okay? Ni macam related word lah. Tapi dia letak bawah, boleh juga letak bawah. Okay, depends lah macam mana you all nak letak. Tapi saya punya cadangan, if you do sekejap kenapa ni? Okay, if you do like this, macam very structured, structured. Okay, so alright. So now this is the connection diagram. So why I ask, actually my student normally bawah saya, student yang saya supervise, I depends on your supervisor. Supervisor you nak ke tak macam ni, but for my student I would love to have this. Saya memang nak benda ni because it is easy to see your literature review. Based on my experience, when I have this, it's easy also for the examiner to see your literature. Okay, so kat sini the title is public polarity opinion. So you boleh tengok kat sini apa benda yang dia buat. Okay, domain dia adalah water issues, public opinion, and then previous work, they have a previous work here, and then on AI techniques and also the issues. So dia pecahkan sikit kat sini on the issues ni. Sebab panjang cerita dia on how handling and also the sentiment part and also the pre-processing. Basically the section actually in your paper, in your literature 2, chapter 2. Okay, so senang kan? Betul tak? Buat macam ni kan? Kalau if you like the, if you are visual person, normally you like this lah. But try to work out to do this. Alright, so okay, this is another example. Ni example on the public opinion. Okay, this is another example. This is all from my student actually. I just want to share with everyone. Okay, this is sound detection system using CNN and LSTM, long short term memory. Okay, ni student yang saya tunjuk ni A, ni memang dapat A, ni pun dapat A. Okay. Okay, so don't put this one as your, kalau you buat macam ni je you mesti dapat A. Tak semestinya sebab dalam dia lebih penting type dia. Ni example only. Okay, example. Saya pun tak ingat saya ambil yang latest ke tak ni. Saya tak ingat ni sebenarnya. Hopefully benda ni yang latest lah. But overall lebih kurang macam ni. So what you need to do is you have the about SED because sound event detection is SED lah. sound event detection, and then the overview of the current method, feature extraction, overview of AI. Sebab dia guna deep learning, and also dia cerita juga pasal neural network, because neural network is the traditional part of deep learning. So, but the detail part is dekat sini lah, because this is the major thing yang dia buat, CNN, RNN, CRNN. Okay, the techniques lah here. Okay, and then summary. Okay, this is the diagram. Tapi kalau you tengok ini lagi detail lah kan. So depends lah macam mana the way how you present it. Okay, so this is all about the this one, wildlife intruder sound detection. Okay, so dia ada FFCC juga kat sini, the features extraction part, and then the overall about SED, the current methods, and also the method that they use. Alright, okay, clear? Okay, this is another example using image. Okay, this one development of chest X-ray image. Nampak macam sikit kan? Rasanya banyak tulis ni. Okay, so they talk about chest X-ray image, they talk about X-ray, side effect of X-ray, and then this is more on domain lah. Yang ni saya tak ingat A minus ke apa, saya tak ingat ni. I think macam A minus ataupun A dah hampir-hampir lah. Hampir A ataupun A, minimum A. Cannot remember this one. Okay, so deep learning, overview of neural network, CNN, structure. Sebab apa dia cerita banyak pasal CNN ni? Sebab memang dia guna CNN. Okay, dia guna CNN ResNet model. Okay. Okay, this is diagram, one way of doing it. Okay, they put the diagram here on the domain, on the related work. Kan senang kan, letak domain, related work, teknik kan. Mudah pun nak faham. So kita boleh tengok, oh you are talking about domain ni, benda ni kan. Kalau boleh expand sikit lagi ni kan, benda ni. And then related work, okay. And then the technique. Alright, another example is sleep efficiency based on time using predictive analytics. Okay, ni pasal sleep lah. Pasal sleep efficiency guna predictive analytics. So they talk about sleep, monitoring sleep, pasal sleep and supervised learning in machine learning, predictive analytics, predictive analytics in healthcare. Sebab dia ni, dia punya nak cari literature a bit difficult in terms of the sleep analytics ni. Tak banyak lagi orang buat. That's why there is a topic about here on predictive analytics in healthcare. Okay. So benda ni don't be too kata tak ada lah in my work ni kurang. So there is a way how to do it. Yeah. Okay, so this is the connection diagram. Kalau boleh kan, masa you find out your literature tu, try come up with this diagram. Kan, kalau benda tu masih tak, ni just keep across, buang je, delete je benda tu. Kan, so kita jadi leceh kan. So buat je, cuba dapatkan domain, related works, techniques. Okay, related work. Kalau tak sempat lagi buat teknik, tak apa, just domain and related work dulu. The start is domain and related works. I think you start dah, but you need to find more. Okay, so this is the domain related work techniques and summary. Okay, this is example. I'm not putting all, I just give example here. Contoh macam mana you letak the, macam what I try to share with you just now lah. This is example. Okay, ni 2.3. 2.3 is sentiment analysis. So when this student talking about sentiment, dia cerita ni. Okay, you boleh tengok lah example, but don't think about this is the best one. You kena buat lagi bagus. Sure. Right? So based on this, ni contoh nak tulis sentiment. This is how to tulis polarity. Kan masa saya tanya dia apa itu polarity, dia tak boleh nak cakap. So saya kata pergi cari kat mana siapa cakap tentang polarity. So dia ambil lah Cambridge ni. It's okay. Kan? Tapi janganlah ambil 10 Cambridge lah, lepas tu ambil apa tu Wikipedia ke apa ke banyak-banyak, tak perlulah, janganlah kan, agak-agak lah kan. Alright, so ni macam lama sikit tentang polarity. About J Brown ni, dia talk about this, consider Twitter, IBM ni, lepas tu dia sebenarnya panjang cerita pasal polarity ni. Saya ambil 2.3 one polarity, ada panjang lagi, ada 2 paragraf kalau tak silap. Lepas tu tentang okay, 2.7 2.7 is about utilization in water opinion. So yang ni cerita, tengok much work on sentiment analysis was established in solving opinions in many real world problem. There are many studies on water. Ni yang related lah ni, cuba tengok ni kan 2020, ambil yang baru-baru lah lebih kurang. Kalau tak ada ambil je 2018 apa, kalau boleh yang the recent one lah. Okay. So summary, this is example of summary. You boleh buat summary because we need summary for that. Summary is like the conclusion that you want to mention about the problem that you want to solve and what is the possible technique that you want to solve. What are the challenge? Okay, what are the challenge and then what is the possible techniques? What is the possible solutions? Right? Macam kat sini general lah. Okay, deep learning is better, you know, compared to SVM kan contohnya. So you can put a summary like this. Okay. Any question before we move on to literature tables? Hello.
No questions.
Okay lagi doktor.
So far okay.
Okay.
You get what I mean? You get what apa yang I nak share tu? Boleh ya? Alright. So
Yes.
let's move on to this. Okay, everyone please kalau you tak pernah buat table lagi, I suggest that you try use this table. Just use the Microsoft Word. Okay, buat table ni. Buat table ni, contoh dia kat sini ambil author. Sebenarnya author ni kalau saya, I just buat macam ni. Okay, macam ni ya. Let me tutup. Okay, for the author, for the first time, it's okay you copy, ambil the whole ni. But bila you dah siap benda ni, dah cantik, you dah elok dia untuk letak dalam thesis dekat appendix ataupun table dekat one part of your thesis, of your chapter 2 tu, what you can do is yang ni, tak boleh ni saya copy lah. You boleh buat yang ringkas je. Macam by ni jadi by at all. Kan? Kat sini. Yang ni saya tunjuk contoh ni sebab you belum habis lagi. Nanti you lupa kan siapa punya ni kan. So just like that. So you have to be creative lah, that one. Okay, how to come up with this table. Okay, you need to put the author and the year. Alright, that's why year ni bukan apa, untuk for easiest to look at it. You can sort this. Let's say you have many article, then you can sort by year. Alright. And then okay, domain. Okay, domain dia buat apa? Ni tentang optimization ni. Dia nak buat macam mana nak cari the minimize time, okay, to travel. Okay, minimize passenger time. So domain dia adalah tentang metro line, vehicle, train. So they try to minimize the total. The technique diguna kat sini adalah GA. And then this is the data set. Data set ni sometimes you have data set, sometimes not. It's okay. If you don't have, then leave it blank. Okay. We know that, dia ni tak cerita pun pasal data set kan. So tak perlulah you nak cari kan. Tak ada pun, dia tak guna, dia tak mention pun. Ataupun dia mention. The best is kalau dia mention, exist tak data set tu, you boleh tulis note kat sini. Kan? Kalau exist senang lah, nanti bila you nak buat, I think I want to use this data set kan. Okay, and then the performance. Performance ni normally based on evaluation lah. Normally based on accuracy. Kalau you belajar data mining, banyak lagi kan. Ada area under curve, false positive, confusion matrix, details kan. You can put here the results. Okay, the drawback is, okay, sini proposed model also perform better than previous model device. Ni bukan drawback ni. Mungkin kena letak drawback lah kat sini. Okay, the proposed model also perform better than a previous model optimizing. Letak drawback lah. Ada tak yang dia kata future work kat sini? Kata dia tak handle apa ke, what things kan. So you put here. Just a brief dia, bubuh dia. Tak perlu nak bubuh semua. Okay. Alright, so let's look another one. Okay, this one 2019 sebab ni yang student ni buat SEM sekarang ni tengah final FYP. Line planning and timetabling. So dia punya ni adalah urban metro. Okay, for you to find article, I believe that you know already because you dah masuk kelas library. So to find the article, what is the best article, what is the closely related article, I think there is no problem for you. Okay, so you kena cari dulu artikel yang relevan. Jangan nak jumpa artikel je, tulis dalam table. Jumpa artikel je, write in the table. No, you have to focus which part. Macam ni, dia dah looking at the urban metro, meaning that the subway, the railway. Subway and railway ni. Okay, so kat sini, there is line planning and timetabling. And then they use the solution is mixed integer linear programming. Data dia adalah on Paris subway. Wah, Paris subway. Paris subway ni. Saya pernah ni, naik ni. Okay. Meta heuristic algorithm, dia kata perform remarkable. Tetapi dia kata kat sini, the drawback is uncertainty on the passenger flow. Maksudnya dia tak consider pun dalam solution ni on the passenger flow. So from here, this is one of the drawback. When you review many article, you akan jumpa banyak drawbacks. I don't think you nak selesaikan semua drawback diorang, kan? Betul tak? So you have to find out which one that you want to solve. Ataupun you nak buat dia daripada manual, you want to make it auto je. Okay juga kan? But it's okay to have this review. Okay? Senang tak nak tulis kalau ada review ni? Macam mana nak tulis based on these two paper ni? Kita boleh tulis apa? Kalau saya senang je, saya tulis genetic algorithm and mixed integer linear programming have been used ataupun offer a potential solution for timetable optimization for metro lines. Kan? Satu ayat je. Tengok banyak kan, tapi satu ayat je. Tu boleh buat. Intro dia. And so ambil lah dia ni. Ni. By et al dengan Blanco et al. Okay? Boleh? Stay with me ya. Alright.
Boleh doktor.
Saya kalau mengajar tak ada respon macam bercakap seorang. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, macam nak habis dah. Banyak sebenarnya saya nak share ni. Nanti sekejap lagi sikit saya share satu example. Okay, APA format. I believe everyone guna APA format lah, senang. Sebab APA format ni compared to IEEE it is based on number kan? Betul tak? You kena buat number dekat sini ni, you kena letak number. So dia macam leceh lah. Dekat mana? Kat sini ni dia letak number macam ni. Ni IEEE punya contoh kan. So dekat reference you akan ada nombor 1 dengan nombor 1 dia. Nama Ziong ni dah tak ada. Dekat intype. Jadi susah. Sometimes it's very difficult for us to find out. So the best part for this one, saya pun suka guna APA lah. Tapi kalau kita hantar artikel apa semua, we have to follow dia punya next lah. The next. Okay? Alright. So there is a literature review there. Nampak macam senang kan? Tapi sebenarnya memang senang je. So please everyone guna table tu Right. Okay, this is you need to submit next week 10 Disember selepas kita kelas next week. So please prepare sebelum kelas. Benda ni saya nak tengok ni. Saya nak tengok apa yang you ada sampai sini pun okey dulu. Tapi sebenarnya kena hantar semua. Kan? Kalau boleh buat yang ni dulu. Sampai related works ni. Ni connection diagram sampai related work ni. Sebab mungkin bila daripada sini baru you nak decide untuk cari which technique that you want to use. But if you have all, much better. Sebenarnya saya nak semua. The priority is here for next week for me to look into. Okay? Tolong cari minimum 30 article related. Okay? Untuk you tulis domain. I believe that if you sebenarnya you boleh buat cepat tau macam mana nak tulis dalam ni. Okay, I give you example. Okay, I open this one. Yang ni I share in the class rasanya. Ada tak? Oh, ni saya punya paper ni sekejap apa yang saya share dengan you all tadi Tak ada Azim, dalam grup kelas kot, grup kita kot. Okay, tak apa. Ada kan?
Ada.
Okay, macam ni saya nak, okay, ni saya share sikit dengan you all. Ni cara saya manage my student lah. Okay, ni yang student lepas. Okay, contoh saya ambil, tak mau I nak ambil student yang sebelum ni lagi. Saya punya ni pun nak kena manage, dah tak betul dah. Okay, contoh ni macam mana saya manage student sebelum ni. Saya contoh saya ambil Nurul Amirah ni lah. Nurul Amirah ni yang selalu saya refer tu kan. Be aware juga student yang bawah saya yang supervision macam ni lah sebenarnya saya buat. You akan hantar by date ni kat saya akan check. Okay, contoh macam mana saya semak. Alamak, ni tak ada. Mana saya komen? Kena tengok contoh yang saya komen. Saya akan komen lah daripada sini. Okay, tak apa. Saya tak nak tunjuk yang komen tu. Saya nak tunjuk. Sekejap, mana literature table Saya nak tunjuk literature table. Okay, claim ni, nanti you tengok kenapa dia claim kan. Claim ni yang student boleh claim lah. Claim dengan grant. Sekejap I kena cari yang lain. Wait. Let me find out more. Tadi, siapa nama tadi Izzah Izzah. Okay, I tengok yang ni lah. Izzah, Umar. Okay. Izzah contoh Izzah. Okay, Izzah ni dia ada proposal. Lepas tu dia ada table. Okay, literature review table dia. Okay, ni yang sampel saya tunjuk tadi adalah Izzah, saya kata tak silap. Okay, ni Izzah punya table So, you tengok dia punya table ni. Ini yang dia dah buat lah table ni. Tengok dia buat, dia tengok data. Senang kan nak detect data kan. Data, method, lepas tu tulis je lah. Method, ni data banyak lah kan. Macam tu. So, dia copy je ni, letak dalam ni so that dia nampak secara mudah lah. Okay, so I tunjuk kat you dia punya proposal. Dia tengah buat FYP sekarang. Okay, kejap where is the proposal final Kenapa dia macam tak tersusun ni? Should be November. Okay. So, dia punya tajuk adalah demand. I think Izzah ni memang dapat A lah for the proposal. So, demand oriented train timetable optimizer. Dia buat tajuk train table optimizer. Okay, so kat sini the literature review you see ini tak semestinya semua ikut yang saya nak je. Okay, ni sebab ni yang dia dah upgrade ni rasanya untuk thesis. Okay, background of study, problem statement, ni semua hopefully you dah ada. Okay, let's look into literature review. Okay, literature review dia ada introduction, timetable optimization. Sebab apa? Because dia fokus on timetable. So, dia look at the timetable in general. And then dia look at the timetable train timetable. Sebab dia memang tengok train timetable. So, dia look at the rescheduling, uncertainties, demand oriented. And then, kat sini sebenarnya dia dah masukkan terus related work dia kat sini. And then GA adalah solution dia. Tapi dia belum habis FYP ni saya tunjuk masa proposal sahaja. Nanti masa FYP saya nak dia detail lagi sikit yang ni. Okay, saya akan detailkan lagi sikit. Minta dia detailkan lagi. Okay, so after chapter 1, chapter 2, dia ada research methodology. And then research methodology dia kat sini adalah based on genetic algorithm. Okay, you tengok step dalam ni pun dia akan follow genetic algorithm kan. Ada variable, kromosom dan sebagainya, objektif. Okay, ini dia nak buat final dah ni. You all. Saya silap pula pergi buka yang tu. Saya sepatutnya buka yang proposal. Which one the latest and proposal? July. Okay, so saya buka proposal lah. Okay, this is a proposal. Proposal tak banyak lah. Okay, this is a proposal. Let's see the table of content. Ni table of content proposal dia. Okay, sama je tadi. Sebab yang tadi, tapi yang tadi dah ada tu. Okay, boleh nampak tak metodologi dia pun dah ada step ni. Cuma tadi dia dah improvise sikit lagi metodologi dia. Masukkan sedikit tentang genetic algorithm ability. Sebab masa awal tu dia adalah dia kena improve sikit dia dari segi genetic algorithm tu. So yang tu dia dah add on. Okay, so sekarang ni adalah background. Okay, problem statement. Okay, dia cerita sikit pasal research scope kat sini. Kat mana dia nak buat lah kan. You all pun boleh buat benda yang sama. Put the research scope. And then, okay, literature review. This is the, mana literature review? Okay, this is literature review. You see the diagram? Ni yang student bawah saya, memang saya masukkan diagram lah. So, minta ni supaya kita senang. Okay. And then, introduction. Timetable optimization, timetable rescheduling dan sebagainya. Okay. Ni saya rasa muka final lah ni. Okay, metodologi. Okay, kena cerita metodologi. Metodologi nanti in method. Nampak tak saya punya komen ada lagi kat sini. So maksudnya ni bukan finalnya. Okay, saya akan komen dia lah. Macam tu. Dan this is sample of data dia. Okay, dia kena adalah kromosom dan sebagainya. Problem formulation. The diagram, how she want to use GA dan sebagainya. The flowchart, the example of chromosomes, okay. And then the example of interface, okay, testing and documentation. Okay, this is the example of proposal. Nak tengok yang lain lagi? Hafizuddin ni okey ke tak? Nadia. Okay, Nadia proposal. So saya akan dia macam ni, proposal Nadia. Okay, if you want to see literature review table, so these are the literature review table. Nampaklah kan? Okay. So dia buat ni, senanglah dia tulis. Ada yang ada drawback, ada yang tak ada drawback. Okay. Alright. Okay, dia buat COVID-19 prediction on chest X-ray images. So, ni dah nak buat report dah ni. So, that's why dia macam ada banyak dah tambah ni. Okay, jadinya you tengok kat sini ada citation, recent citation. Alright, problem statement pun ada citation dia. Okay, and research question, research objective, research scope, significance and summary. Literature review pun ada macam ni. Okay, pasal COVID-19 because this is about COVID-19. And then diagnosis of COVID-19, images. Ni lah nak minta you tulis benda-benda macam ni lah. Okay, try to start with just right. You think about, banyaknya nak tulis kan. Sebenarnya if you write, if you have the table tu, senang je nak tulis. Kan? And then you pun you have Mendeley dan sebagainya. It's easy for you to pick up the information kan. You dah belajar buat folder kan, contoh folder kan. You senang lah pada saya, it's very easy. Kalau tak dapat sangat artikel, you can go to Science Direct. As I mentioned to you previously, go to the Science Direct and download. Banyak dari situ. which are related to your your work. The keyword tu. Okay? Okay. Any questions? Please, question. Masa cuti buat tak?
Buat.
Buat Siapa yang buat masa cuti ni? Semua ke? Takut pergi melancong je. Kenapa saya tak nampak dah muka you all ni Okay. So, macam mana? Boleh buat? Boleh hantar next week?
InsyaAllah.
InsyaAllah.
Boleh.
Kan, dah terror dah tadi tu. Saya dah bagi dah clue dia. Even in the slide pun bagi example, kan? Yang penting, what you need to do, the action. Action. Okay? Alright, so if there is no question, then can we end the class today, or you want to ask something more? Takkan tak ada soalan, please.
Doktor.
I would love to have a question to answer.
Doktor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ah.
Kalau macam contoh, kalau tak ada info tentang artikel tu untuk literature table tu,
Tinggalkan kosong. Tinggalkan kosong, jangan paksa. Literature tu ada guideline je. Tak semestinya kita akan ambil semua apa yang you type dalam literature tu kita pergi letak sebagai appendix ke sebagai table. Kan? Kita ambil yang the most je. But you need to have that to see overall. Even though you can sort by year, kan? Katakan you nak kata you want to create to come up with a sentence that you want to mention about 2021. So in 2021, okay, there are a few only researcher concentrate on gender violence ataupun in 2021 there are many actually research done, okay, for gender violence. Contoh dia compared to 2020. Kan, nampak tak? From the table you can see that is the example of sentence that you can come out with. Okay, kalau you tanya soalan baru saya boleh give more example. Cara, okay, one tips, another tips is when you want to write, you can also refer to how people write. And you baca, you read the article kan, dia compare methods, dia buat related work in the article, betul tak? And then you see how they, okay, let me share. You still can see my sharing
Boleh.
Boleh.
Wait, I need to open one article so that you can. Okay, artikel apa nak buka ni?
Itu correct.
Saya ambil dekat Google Scholar dulu sebab cepat sikit. Google Scholar.
Aku dapat soalan kena tulis dalam Cina mana?
Okay, apa kita nak cari? Domestic abuse. Mana domestic abuse dah ada kat sini ni? Okay. Let's say we go to article that we can access. Okay, child abuse.
Hello, Mr. Farid. Salam sejahtera, Encik Farid. Dah macam English.
Hopefully we can access this article. Alright, so let's look at the article.
Junction.
Okay. Okay, from here, you see macam mana dia tulis I'm not asking you to write like Nobel laureate author or PhD author, but it is good for you to follow, okay, to follow this kind of article. This is very good journal, expert system with application ni. Yalah, saya pun baru tengah tunggu decision in process for this one of the my research work. Okay, cara nak tulis dia, cuba you tengok dia cerita about this paper about child abuse. Okay, through text mining and machine learning. So, if you look at this, ni, tengok dia cakap kan, ni kan? Dia cakap ni. Child abuse is a serious problem with an estimated, you boleh buat lah. Kalau contoh macam Azim just now, you talk about gender violence kan? Mungkin you boleh buat. Gender violence is a serious problem. Tapi, you nak cakap serius ni, you kena tengoklah ada tak orang cakap serius. Ataupun statistik dia banyak sangat. Ataupun ramai sangat. There are so many people. Million of people. Okay? Kalau tak, dia cakap is an important issues to be solved. Boleh juga kan? So tengok ayat dia, you boleh tukar lah ni ayat ni. Okay, with an estimated. Kalau if you have statistik, you boleh bubuh ni. And then mungkin you nak cerita gender domestic violence or gender violence through from the statistic from the United Nations for instance. So you boleh buat macam ni. Kan? Tengok cara dia buat ayat. For 2014 alone, kan berapa? Boleh je nak buat ayat ni. Baguslah, follow je cara dia tulis. Okay. Okay, kalau if you look at the methods, okay, at the method you boleh tengok macam mana dia buat the literature work ni. Related work ni lebih kurang macam ni. Previous work ni. Macam contoh yang tadi Azim, your work kan, you boleh buat previous work on gender domestic violence, okay, has been done in apa tadi, risk assessment analysis, okay, for gender, for domestic violence using apa kan, ataupun using machine learning kan, macam tu. Mungkin orang lain pun ada juga buat macam tu. Bolehlah tambah banyak-banyak ni. Macam tu. Okay? Boleh? Boleh tak? Nampak tak cara nak tulis dia? Saya akan cari. Saya ada satu contoh. Saya cari balik, saya tak jumpa. Dia macam ni. Dia macam, we have the, let's say this author. Kan? This author, Cintan, Amrit and bla bla ni kan. So kita nak buat Cintan, macam Maggie pula. Cintan et al. Ni 2017 Cintan et al 2017. Okay, dia macam ni. Let me go to the slide. Okay, I give you another example lah. When you want to write literature, let's say talk about Cintan et al. Okay, 2017 So Cintan et al 2017. Okay, let's say like this. Okay, has had reported that the child abuse is a serious issues.
Yalah, tengok balik video aku ni.
Okay, the occurrence.
Tengok balik. Macam babi.
Yelah, you tahulah. Lepas tu you mesti cakap, yelah doktor dah biasa menulis kan. The occurrences is
salah. Apa tu nama dia? Salah subtitle.
Ataupun the evidence. The evidence. The evidence. The evidence. CE ke T ya? Is shown from the statistic assessment. Okay, ni saya buat ayat je ni tau. Saya tak tahu pun cerita dia sebenar. Tapi saya bagi contoh lah. Assessment of abuse is abuse assessment as abuse in ataupun perform by katakan United Nation. Contoh I give example ni, jangan pula pergi ambil United Nation ni pula ni Azim. Okay, ni United Nation, performed by United Nation in 2016. Dekat ni kan, sebab ni report 2000 ni. Okay, macam tu. Boleh? Nampak tak dia punya cara tulis had reported? Ini saya nak cerita ni. Okay, you boleh tulis benda ni. Contoh dia, apa lagi yang you boleh tulis? Had reported lagi? Cintan et al. Mention. Okay, lagi?
Stated. State.
Stated. Tapi janganlah buat stated siap masa ataupun cerita dulu, ataupun ni, macam ni. Cerita dulu. Okey, mari saya buat ni. Contoh dia. Ni kan. Ambil ayat ni. Contoh dia kata ni. Macam tu. Boleh juga. Ni. You tak cerita apa pasal cinta tu kan. You ambil dia punya tu je. Can see? 2017 kan. Beza kan? Ataupun kalau tak nak ni, tulis kat sini. It's a serious problem. Betul tu kan Cintan tadi cakap serious problem kan? Dia kata serious problem kan? Kita cakap serious issue lah. Tukar sikit kan, rephrase. Since bila? Bolehlah tulis macam tu, since bila. Kan? Ni cara tulis. Maksud ni, you start with Cintan. Dia ni you cerita ni Cintan yang cakap. Ni sebenarnya Cintan yang cakap. Okay? Boleh. Lagi, sekejap. Saya kena ingat lah. Benda lagi nak tulis ni. Lagi apa lagi kita boleh tulis? Stated, mention, reported. Okay, tengok kat sini. Example. Ni contoh dia an alternative approach. Boleh juga. Let's look at the a comprehensive study. Boleh lah. I think you try to find the best yang you jumpa artikel tu, you tengok macam mana dia tulis. Kalau saya benda tu dah ada kan, tulis je. Okay, boleh? Yang ni nanti kita go further ni. Pasal ni nantilah. Kau boleh simpan artikel ni Azim, nanti next saya boleh tunjuk example lagi ni untuk kita buat metode dia. Sebab ni okey juga, dia ada data exploration kan. Lepas tu dia ada structure data level, removal. Okay, texture features. Tengoklah macam mana. Probably kita ambil example yang lain pula, orang lain punya example pula. Ada student example. Okay. So battery dah low. Alright. Ada example? Ada lagi nak tanya? Cepat tanya sebab next week nak hantar. Jangan tiba-tiba je ni tak mau last minute. Adha. You punya supervisor Dr. Azlin tak jadi kan?
My main is Dr. Shamimi and my co-SB is Dr. Azlin. But Dr. Azlin said that she has too many students now, so she won't be my co-SB anymore.
It's okay. Tak apa. Shamimi seorang pun cukup.
Alright.
Kalau perlu saya tengokkan nanti macam mana. Alright. Ada lagi yang ada isu supervisor? Supervisor okey semua Supervisor okey ke you all yang okey? Ke you all yang okey? Okay. Alright, thank you. Be happy Research.
Thank you, Doctor.
Happy things. Our project is a happy thing. So please just put that one in your, apa yang saya cakap awal tadi? Put in the heart that you want to achieve the best. Alright? Okay.
Okay, thank you so much, Doktor.
Itulah, saya tak nampak muka budak student perempuan ni, tak nampak ni muka ni. Asyik nampak muka siapa ni? Siapa yang tengok on sekarang ni? Siapa siapa? Adha. Oh ni lah Adha. Okey. Adha, you duduk dekat ICT?
Yes, I am.
You sewa SD ke memang rumah you kat situ?
Sewa.
Oh, so you memang tak duduk rumah parent lah?
No, I'm not.
Nak concentrate belajar?
Wanted to be close to Dr. Syamimi.
Oh, wow, bahaya tu.
Professionally. Okay.
Okay. Tak adalah, saja je. Kita buat Bitcoin kat sini.
Oh.
Tak ada jangan Ada pelajar-pelajar. Tak tahulah, bukan you adik anak. Involve dengan macam-macam tu lah. So, be careful lah kan. Saya just want to say be careful lah. So, ni siapa? Yang saya nampak ni?
Ni Hasif, Doktor.
Hasif. Saya tak boleh tengok ni Nama. Yang sebelah Hasif ni?
Haikal.
Oh, Haikal. Itulah, saya tak pernah jumpa gambar you all physically. Kalau jumpa pun saya tak boleh nak cakap apa. Nanti datang lah. Siapa ada ATM boleh jumpa saya. Esok boleh datang. Datanglah, Adha. Jumpa Puan Syamimi je. Jumpa saya juga.
I'll see what I can do. Alright.
Bolehlah di semester you all club AI kan? Buatlah something. Selain daripada pergi hackathon apa semua tu. Do something. You all nak buat tak panggil pensyarah pula. Panggil lecturer ataupun expertise from overseas. Saya suka tu kalau dapat panggil kan. Tak minat. Panggil daripada Oxford ke kan. Tak minat lah tu. Senyap je. Dulu-dulu student siap nak pergi ni lagi tau. Nak pergi Korea lah, Jepun lah. Tapi yelah sekarang ni memang tak boleh pergi. Tak nak cerita dia orang terlalu eager kan nak ni. Yelah you all hidup dalam COVID kan. Dalam COVID tak boleh lah macam mana. Tapi boleh keep in touch dengan dia orang macam tu. So that you have the peluang untuk berjumpa, open your mind kan. So Hasif, okay Hasif dengan dah buat jumpa Prof Azlina berapa kali?
Dah 3 kali dah so far. Okay.
Okay kan?
Saya dengan student satu lagi.
Siapa seorang lagi? From?
Dia kelas B, Hanani.
Okay, boleh. So kita yang kena buat betul tak? Action kita kan? Hasif?
Betul.
Action kita. So hopefully semua yang kat sini okay lah Kalau you nak keluar lah. Saya je tak keluar lagi, segan nak keluar lah kan.
Saya pun segan nak keluar ni. Ada lagu dah je.
Saya tak keluar lah dulu. Sebab tak mengajar rasa tak puas hati lah. Tak tengok orang, tak tahu pun. Rasa sebab saya dah pergi office few times lah kan. Masih lagi sunyi, macam tak ada apa. Tadi saya dah pergi melawat, saya pergi Big Data Lab, saya tengok kan macam sedih pula. Tadi ada satu pensyarah buat hybrid. Tapi 3 orang je yang datang lah because of hybrid kan. Tu pun satu kelas je. Saya dah ingat kalau ada ramai daripada kelas ni datang, saya nak buatlah hybrid sekali. Tapi cuma saya nak tahu siapa boleh datang. So kita buat hybrid dekat kelas tu. Kita buat kat Big Data Lab. Orang pun tak pernah masuk kan. Kita buat dekat Big Data Lab tu. Cuma saya nak tahu siapa yang nak. Jangan paksa diri pula duduk di Ipoh, duduk di mana tiba-tiba nak datang. No, tak maulah macam tu. Nanti saya pula yang kena ni kan. Ada berapa orang kita yang boleh hadir, saya nak tanya. Boleh hadir ke UiTM yang tak ada isu. Kalau demam jangan datang. Ada masih demam tak boleh, ada semua demam tak boleh. Siapa yang boleh hadir tolong bagi tahu. You all angkat tangan tadi baru 2 orang. Siapa lagi? May I see? Macam mana saya nak tengok siapa yang angkat tangan ni. Sekejap Okay. Cuba tolong angkat lagi sekali.
Ya Allah. Aku cringe.
Muhammad
Ya Allah.
Nazmi, Natasha, 2.
Cringe.
Lagi? Ada boleh lah. Cuma sekarang je tak boleh kan. Atika Jeffrey lagi. Irfan. Ni dekat You all duduk dekat-dekat
Apa?
Saya rasa Amirul
Lecturer Chinese
apa
aku
tu?
main diri Koin, dia tunjuk
Kan
balik
dekat
video
je.
simulation yang kita orang rakam.
Paris.
Lepas tu yang Nadia ni, kau tahu Ahmad.
Okey
Dia
lah.
tunjuk
Kalau tak pun
Ahmad.
kita buat dekat situ ataupun kita jumpa lah kat mana yang dekat ni boleh je kan. Nanti one day saya cuba set kan kalau boleh lah. Sebab lab tu pun kosong. Saya macam why not we utilize lah kan, at least one class to meet you physically. Okay, alright, thank you. Bye. Assalamualaikum.
Salam.
Thank you,
Prof.
Doktor.
Salam
Take
doktor.
care.
Thank you doktor.
Waalaikumsalam doktor. Thank you.
Okay.